Walmart and GlobeNewswire are investigating a false statement about a cryptocurrency transaction. Walmart Incorporated and a news release distributor are investigating a scam linking the company to a phony cryptocurrency deal following an announcement, later proved to be fraudulent, that triggered a brief increase in Litecoin via an unregulated market. Walmart will begin accepting Litecoin payments at 9:30 a.m. in New York, according to a GlobeNewswire announcement. Litecoin is a relatively unknown instrument that is not among the top 10 cryptocurrencies, according to CoinMarketCap.com. The comment was initially covered by Reuters, CNBC, and Bloomberg News, causing Litecoin to surge by as much as 33%. Within an hour, the merchant refuted the assertion, wiping out the most of the gain and driving the entire Bitcoin market into a frenzy. Additionally, Litecoin later admitted the announcement was a hoax. According to the company and Newswire, they are now investigating how the incidents unfolded. Tracking down the attacker may prove tough in the secretive realm of cryptocurrency transactions, and the incident may well encourage critics who warn that without regulation, digital currencies are vulnerable to manipulation by unscrupulous players. GlobeNewswire is cooperating with authorities on an investigation, including any illegal activities related to this situation, according to an emailed statement from Intrado, the Newswire's owner. This has never happened before, and we have already implemented strengthened authentication measures to prevent a recurrence of this rare incident, Intrado added. According to its website, Intrado distributes 200,000 news releases per year. It is owned by Apollo Global Management. Immediately following the appearance of the bogus announcement, a tweet from Litecoin's verified account linked to the release, lending legitimacy to the news. That tweet was removed after it was revealed that the announcement was a forgery, according to Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin and managing director of the Litecoin Foundation. Lee stated in an interview with Emily Chang on Bloomberg TV that he only owns roughly 20 Litecoin tokens and has no motive to participate in schemes that could boost the digital currency's value. "It's quite unfortunate that this happened, and we need to look into it immediately," Lee said, adding that his foundation seriously fouled up by tweeting about the release. He stated that he only has limited resources to investigate what occurred and that GlobeNewswire should conduct its own investigation. The incident demonstrates how bogus statements continue to pose a significant risk to newswire operators that distribute the releases that determine the daily flow of financial markets in the United States. If you issue a news release with the ability to impact markets, you run the risk of causing significant harm, said Kathleen Culver, director of the University of Wisconsin Center for Journalism Ethics. If you were someone who saw this, made some purchases, and then everything came crashing down, you could be out a substantial sum of money. While false releases are not novel to the industry, it would appear that cryptocurrency provide fertile ground for deception. In comparison to equities, trading is usually untraceable, which means that scammers leave few traces. And traders have grown to expect exaggerated market reactions to the most tenuous of announcements, such as when Elon Musk mentions a project on Twitter. "We recognize the impact of a single tweet in today's world," Lee explained. "It was a case of overexcitement at the news. This occurs. Absence of relationship." Walmart announced in a statement that it has no association with Litecoin, after a spokeswoman told Bloomberg News that the business is investigating the erroneous news release. In a tweet, the Litecoin Foundation clarified that it had not entered into a relationship with Walmart. Litecoin increased by 2% to $4.14 in New York at 4:14 p.m. Walmart shares fell less than 1% to $145.06 at Monday's close, after trading in positive territory earlier in the day. Of course, cryptocurrency is not the only market in which incorrect information has impacted pricing. In recent years, the SEC has pursued individuals for issuing bogus press releases. The agency frequently relies on well-timed stock moves to deduce who is behind the hoax, but unraveling this one may be more difficult, given Bitcoin is supposed to be anonymous. The SEC, which declined to comment, currently has limited access to data on well-timed cryptocurrency trades and will likely have to rely on unregulated platforms for additional information. Even highly regulated marketplaces, such as the stock market, may be manipulated in this manner, said Jeffrey Timmermans, an Arizona State University business journalism professor. Because the crypto market is so unpredictable, it attracts a large number of individual investors, who are likewise prone to invest in rumor and speculation. It is unknown whether the incident would deter large corporations from cooperating with cryptocurrencies in the future. Their use has exploded in recent years, with El Salvador even recognizing Bitcoin as legal cash, but concerns about their susceptibility to manipulation and pump and dump scams have spurred distrust in many segments of the market. However, businesses are bracing for increased integration. Walmart offered a position earlier this year to establish a digital currency strategy and product roadmap as well as identify crypto-related investment and collaborations, according to an August job posting on the company's website. In terms of this being detrimental to crypto, this occurs in the traditional stock market as well, Litecoins Lee explained. It occurs much more frequently in the traditional stock market than in crypto. However, I saw it occur a couple times with cryptocurrency. Bitcoin plummets to $44,683 as gloomy sentiment spreads throughout the cryptosphere. The cryptocurrency market turned bearish on Monday, as several areas of the world tightened laws on the digital asset sector, with the market capitalization falling 4.5% to $2.1 trillion as of 1,135 GMT. Bitcoin's BTC price fell 2.77% to $44,683. The largest cryptocurrency's market capitalization has decreased to $840.6 billion as a result of this decline in price. Similarly, the price of Ether, ETH, decreased 5.66% to $3,230. ETH's market capitalization has decreased to $378.7 billion as a result of this decline in pricing. Likewise, the price of XRP decreased by 4.13% to $1.06. Following this reduction, XRP's market capitalization is now $106 billion. Cardano, ADA, followed suit, declining 7.14% to $2.40. Following this drop, the company's market capitalization increased to $77.7 billion. Dogecoin's, Doge, price, on the other hand, fell 4.21% to $0.235. Doge's market capitalization has risen to $30.9 billion as a result of this price reduction. Meanwhile, South Korea's Financial Services Commission, FSC, has set a deadline of the end of September for both foreign and domestic cryptocurrency exchanges to register as legitimate trading platforms. While the country is attempting to tighten rules on the digital asset market, roughly two-thirds of all exchanges, approximately 40, are projected to close. At the moment, 4 big exchanges, Upbit, Bithumb, Corbit, and Coinun, dominate the country's cryptocurrency trading sector. These platforms account for more than 90% of all digital asset trading activity in the country. Approximately 20 exchanges have thus far met several of the financial regulators' requirements by enabling systems for gathering personal information in order to facilitate crypto trading on their platforms. Industry sources feel that, given the small scale of their operations, these operators would still struggle to thrive in the industry. Which altcoins have the potential to increase in value? Tokens with the greatest promise. Experts have identified cryptocurrencies that they believe will provide significant profits in the coming months as the digital asset market continues to rebound. For the first time since mid-May, the price of Bitcoin surpassed $52,400 on September 6. Against the backdrop of the initial cryptocurrency's rise, altcoins are also increasing in value. For instance, Ethereum's price climbed by 22% in the last week to reach $4,000. Ripple's XRP rate grew by 21% within the same time period. RBC crypto experts have identified alternative currencies that have the potential to expand significantly in value by the end of this year. Potential for expansion. According to Nikita Soshnikov, director of the AlphaCash cryptocurrency exchange service, the altcoin market has not yet exhausted the growth potential that the crypto industry amassed last year and this year. According to him, given this backdrop, individual cryptocurrencies should see growth, as should the market capitalization of alternative coins as a whole. The analyst does not anticipate significant growth this year, owing to Bitcoin's rapid growth. Soshnikov noted that rapid surges in cryptocurrency quotes are common during periods of Bitcoin's sideways movement. Growth has restarted, and a fresh robust wave of Bitcoin growth is expected in the fall, so market participants are unlikely to abandon a safe asset in favor of riskier altcoins, the analyst stated. Which digital assets should you invest in? NEO, Tron, TRX, EOS, and VeChain, VT, are all viable blockchain platform assets at the moment, according to Viktor Pershikov, head of 8848 Invest. By the end of the year, he predicts, these tokens will yield between 50% and 100%. Additionally, the researcher cited the anonymous coin sector, XMR, Dash and Zcash. Pershikov believes that this sector is definitely trailing behind the overall crypto market's dynamics and will begin catching up by the end of the year. By the end of the year, growth will continue to be driven by the Cardano project, which is prepared to implement smart contracts, as well as other comparable projects, such as Solana and Polkadot, according to Soshnikov. According to him, the token of a decentralized crypto exchange should also be taken into account. Uniswap, which is under pressure and is currently undervalued as a result of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's (SEC) inquiry into the trading platform. On September 12, the Cardano network will undergo the Alonzo update, which will enable the blockchain to implement smart contracts. As a result, developers will be able to create applications that are not centralized, dApps. Mikhail Karkalev, a financial analyst at cryptocurrency exchange Currency.com, recommended investors to keep an eye on Ripple, XRP, and Dash, which have yet to update their historical highs this year, despite the crypto market's rise. Should all altcoins be expected to recover? Not all altcoins that saw significant price growth in the spring will attempt to reclaim those highs this fall, Pershikov cautioned. Soshnikov concurred, stating that the altcoin market is not a sea of identical currencies, but rather a constellation of several thousand individual blockchain projects. Some will develop logically, while others will remain static, while others will collapse and vanish from the horizon, explained the director of the Bitcoin exchange firm Alpha Cash. Bitcoin's growth will be between 25 and 50%. Why would the price of cryptocurrencies increase? The analyst identified 3 altcoins that have the potential for explosive growth. Our objective is $58,500. What Bitcoin investors might anticipate for the coming week. Visa's CEO stated that cryptocurrency might become very popular in 5 years. Visa's CEO expressed his perspective on the crypto market and projected 2 scenarios for the entire crypto sector, indicating that we should be prepared for change. Cryptocurrency is gaining enormous global attention at the moment. Without a doubt, all crypto traders are in the early stages of the crypto market, and no one is certain how much control and limitation will be placed on crypto. Because on the one hand, the crypto market is accelerating towards massive expansion, while policymakers oppose this growth and are attempting to impose several limits. However, even at the present time, the crypto market has locked in more than $3 trillion in funds, putting it on a par with Apple and Microsoft. And on average, roughly 10% of the world's population is aware of crypto and has stakes. Alfred Kelly, CEO of Visa, discussed the future of the cryptocurrency business in a podcast with Leadership Next. According to Kelly, the entire crypto industry is growing daily, which is a clear indication that it will become incredibly popular in the next 5 years. Apart from the positive aspects, Kelly stated that there are equal chances for the cryptocurrency to reverse course and that there is no deal in crypto. Say in 5 years, will it be a passing trend or will it be highly popular? I am not intelligent enough to know, but I am intelligent enough to ensure that our organization is in the thick of it today. Clearly, Kelly is at odds with regulators, who will either make it more lawful to use or set severe limits in compared to the stock market. Finally, Visa's CEO stated that they will not pick winners or losers, but they are aware that they are out front of this and that we are in the midst of the cryptocurrency market's future. We may presume that while Visa's CEO is cautious about the future of crypto, they do not want to miss out on the possibility of expanding their business in the crypto sector. El Salvador will not tax Bitcoin profits made by foreign investors. According to Javier Argata, legal advisor to President Nayib Bukele, foreign Bitcoin investors will not be required to pay capital gains taxes in El Salvador. El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele is seeking international money to bolster the country's Bitcoin business, particularly in light of the contentious process he took to have the cryptocurrency accepted as legal tender. A reportedly recent executive order may be quite beneficial for Bitcoiners in El Salvador, as long as they are foreigners. According to an interview with AFP's Javier Argata, legal advisor to President Nayib Bukele, foreign investors who profit from Bitcoin will avoid paying capital gains taxes on their income. If a person owns Bitcoin and earns a lot of money, there will be no tax. Obviously, this is done to entice foreign investment. There will be no taxes due on either the increase in capital or income. Capital gains are taxed at a fixed rate of 10% of net income under current law. Securities capital gains are also taxable. According to Article 5 of the Bitcoin law, Bitcoin exchanges will be exempt from capital gains taxes, just like any other legal cash. The law makes no provision for exemptions for foreign industries, businesses, or merchants. El Salvador's politics and Bitcoin have an odd relationship. Argata's statements provide an incentive for more businesses to locate in El Salvador. Nayib Bukele has been teasing the prospect of opening the country to foreign investors prepared to create Bitcoin-related services for several months. Even before the Bitcoin law took effect, the cryptocurrency application strike was instrumental in the establishment of the Bitcoin Beach project in El Zonte. However, no executive order or interpretation has been issued that would legitimize Argata's assurances. It is critical to recognize that discrepancies over the law's application are not uncommon in Salvadoran politics. The most prominent example is President Bukele's remarks, in which he ensures that Bitcoin adoption will be optional and its use will be free, despite the fact that the law requires its mandatory acceptance, as well as the fact that Bitcoin transactions must include a commission. Private capital may be critical to Bitcoin's growth. Bitcoin had a rocky start in El Salvador. In the first instance, a series of public protests and complaints demonstrated to the globe that the populace was not overjoyed about the cryptocurrency's adoption. Following that, global financial groups voiced their opposition to El Salvador's choice. Only one significant Central American institution has chosen to express its support. As a result, it's unsurprising that El Salvador's president is eager to accept any assistance, even from the business sector. Numerous crypto Twitter influencers have expressed respect for Bukele's initiatives, and a tax exemption may be more than appealing to many of these new billionaires. And if you're one of the fanatics willing to relocate to the world's first totally Bitcoin-friendly country, Salvadoran citizenship is available for just 3 Bitcoin. Be cautious about Bitcoin and Ether. Cardano's blockchain architecture may be a warning sign. Cardano's ADA cryptocurrency soared beyond $3 for the first time on Thursday, September 2nd. This follows the build-up of excitement surrounding the significant update that will enable the creation of smart contracts on the network. ADA is now the third largest cryptocurrency in terms of market capitalization, trailing only Bitcoin and Ether. AD has been on a tear in recent weeks as investors eagerly await the significant network enhancements codenamed Alonzo. The coin's sharp price increase on September 1st and 2nd corresponded with Cardano developer Ayuk announcing that Alonzo improvements had been introduced on a test network, with a full deployment scheduled for later in the month. Let's take a closer look at Cardano's blockchain design to see why Bitcoin and Ether should be on guard. What exactly is Cardano? Cardano, ADA, a relatively unknown cryptocurrency, appears to have risen from the ashes to become the third largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin and Ethereum, following a recent price jump. Cardano is a blockchain platform that operates on its own cryptocurrency, dubbed ADA. It was founded in 2015 and launched in 2017 by Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskinson. Since then, it has rewarded investors more than 7,080%. Cardano is the largest cryptocurrency that operates on a proof-of-stake blockchain, which is regarded to be more eco-friendly. As a result, crypto aficionados have begun to focus their attention on the coin, giving it an advantage over Bitcoin and Ethereum, which may account for the coin's recent growth. Why is Cardano unique? Cardano's primary objective is to establish a robust cryptocurrency ecosystem. Unlike Bitcoin and Ethereum, which require each node to replicate each blockchain, the coin's blockchain streamlines the number of nodes in a network by appointing leaders. These leaders are in charge of verifying and validating transactions originating from a collection of nodes. Cardano is a third-generation blockchain that aims to address some of the major cryptocurrencies' scalability and other concerns. More precisely, it seeks to address scalability, interoperability, and sustainability challenges on cryptocurrency networks. Cardano's blockchain technology. Cardano was created to maximize the possibilities of smart contract technology. The platform's support for smart contracts on the blockchain will enable it to construct self-executing agreements that do not require expert oversight. With this smart contract, anyone on the platform may easily input any specific condition that must be met, and it will be implemented automatically without the need for constant user interaction. Cardano's blockchain design is composed of two distinct components: the Cardano Settlement Layer, CSL, and the Cardano Computational Layer, CCL. Other significant blockchains run on a single layer, which frequently results in congestion, sluggish transaction rates, and higher transaction fees. The CSL layers power the blockchain's unit of account, which is used to allow peer-to-peer transactions. The CCL layer is critical to the Cardano network's survival. CCL ensures the chain's security, serves as a hub for smart contract implementation, and works as a framework for achieving the network's regulatory compliance goals across several jurisdictions. Why Bitcoin and Ether users should be aware about Cardano. Cardano is the third largest cryptocurrency at the moment, and while it shares some characteristics with Bitcoin and Ethereum, it also has several benefits that make it a threat. To begin, it is distinguished from its relatives by the fact that it verifies transactions using proof of stake, which rewards ownership, rather than proof of work, which rewards effort. Stake proof consumes less energy. Additionally, like Bitcoin's, Cardano's ADA supply is restricted. According to recent figures, Bitcoin's estimated annual emissions exceed 57 million tons of CO2, which is almost equivalent to the annual carbon footprint of a small European country. According to Cardano's website, they have altered the course of science. They have altered our understanding of what it means to construct global systems and sustainable exchange and governance models. Additionally, the vision states, Cardano, together with its community and partners, it is establishing a new future, a decentralized, intermediary-free future in which power is reclaimed by the individual. Cardano will be listed on Japan's exchange following the long-awaited introduction of Alonzo. Japan's exchange is recognized to have one of the hardest conditions for entry into the market. This suggests that Cardano ADA will enter the big leagues and pose a serious threat to Bitcoin and Ether. The Drone Racing League signs a $100 million partnership with cryptocurrency exchange Algorand. The Drone Racing League, based in New York, announced Tuesday that it had signed its most major sponsorship deal to date with cryptocurrency platform Algorand. DRL is a first-person view racing league in which drone pilots compete for prize money by racing their gadgets around neon-lit courses. According to PitchBook, the company began operations in 2017 and is now valued at $200 million. The terms of the agreement with Algorand were not disclosed, but sources familiar with the matter told CNBC that it is a 5-year deal worth $100 million. Since the DRL's inception, Allianz, a German financial services corporation, has held the title rights and will continue to be a league partner. Algorand's deal was handled by Excel Sports Management. DRL President Rachel Jacobson described the agreement with Algorand as transformative and the ideal marriage in a recent interview with CNBC. She stated that both the cryptocurrency platform and DRL had a tech-setter fan base. Jacobson described Generation Z as tech-savvy early adopters who care as much about an Apple iPhone launch as they do about sports and entertainment. When examining what is happening in the world of crypto and blockchain, it is critical to ensure that you are addressing the appropriate audience. Algorand, headquartered in Boston, operates on a blockchain, or distributed ledger, and is traded on cryptocurrency exchanges under the ticker name Algo. As cryptocurrency continues to evolve in the financial sector, businesses are positioning themselves to attract more digital consumers through the use of sports sponsorships. This year, cryptocurrency companies acquired sports naming rights assets in the National Basketball Association and Major League Baseball, and one firm struck a $100 million contract with Liberty Media's Formula One team. Jacobson, a former NBA executive, noted that while sports help newer businesses build brand awareness, crypto firms will still need to educate younger consumers about the area and use engaging platforms to spread the word. According to DRL, it has approximately 75 million global fans. You need to incorporate the appropriate code to ensure that it is not merely a logo slap, Jacobson explained. The crypto community is far too astute. They see right through a shirt patch or a piece of signage. They're curious as to how they may get involved. And how will this affect my sporting experience? The 6th season of DRL begins on September 29th. The league has agreements with Universal and Twitter for media rights and streaming. Among the additional sponsorships are partnerships with DraftKings, T-Mobile, Body Armor, and the United States Air Force. DRL assists the Air Force in recruiting and educating future drone pilots. DRL designs and builds the drones used in racing events, creating models for each race. The drones cost about $2,000 and have a top speed of 90 miles per hour. According to Markets and Markets, the worldwide drone industry, also known as the unmanned aerial vehicle sector, is expected to reach $58 billion by 2026. As a result of DRL's dual role as a drone manufacturer, Jacobson stated that the company wishes to leverage goods in order to increase income. There are limitless opportunities, Jacobson said, noting that more corporations are experimenting with drone deliveries. We manufacture our drones, and when we consider new lines of business, anything is possible. We've only begun. Where are crypto market returns coming from if not Bitcoin? Cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum have gone a long way, with over 5,000 digital currencies now in circulation. Despite the fact that only the top 10 cryptocurrencies are considered the most tradable and account for more than 70% of the market, their tremendous adoption and population say volumes about the condition of crypto. As you progress down the cryptocurrency rabbit hole, you'll come across a variety of cryptocurrencies, often known as coins. From the most well-known coins, such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, to the lesser-known coins, such as Solana and Polkadot, the crypto market can be difficult to navigate. So, how should you invest in this complicated market? How can one acquire the best exposure without understanding many coins and reading countless study reports? Let us now examine the outcomes. Alternative coins are a source of returns. Despite the fact that Bitcoin gets all of the attention, alternative cryptocurrencies known as altcoins have been posting even better returns. Over the past year, the overall cryptocurrency market size, minus Bitcoin, has increased by plus 772% compared to Bitcoin's plus 300% increase. This demonstrates that alternative coins are propelling the Bitcoin sector forwards. This is due, in part, to the growth of numerous cryptocurrency subsectors, such as decentralized finance, DeFi, and non-fungible tokens, NFTs. DeFi is a cryptocurrency industry subsector that competes with traditional financial institutions such as banks, insurance firms, and stockbrokers by allowing entrepreneurs to develop semi-automated trading and lending platforms atop blockchain networks. In the digital world, NFTs are one-of-a-kind assets that can be purchased and sold just like any other piece of property. Digital tokens can be viewed as certificates of ownership for virtual assets, such as in-app purchases and digital art, or physical assets, such as real-life paintings and even houses. These ownership certificates are kept on a blockchain. With more than 30 times the sales of 2020, the NFT market reached new highs in 2021, which explains why numerous blockchain networks allowing these transactions have gained traction. Because the cryptocurrency ecosystem is still in its early stages, every coin is vying for market share, but with that comes potential. Many outperforming returns can be discovered outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum's traditional regions. A closer examine: individual coins. Solana, plus 4,006%, Cardano, plus 2,007%, Binance Coin, plus 976%, and Ethereum, plus 626%, have all outperformed Bitcoin, plus 255%, over the last year. This demonstrates that if you don't hold some of these lesser-known coins, you may be losing out on some very amazing returns. However, how can we know which coins to include? At first look, the cryptocurrency market can appear to be a confusing area, particularly for those unfamiliar with it. Thousands of blockchain-based projects are being developed, and a lot of complicated language and technical slang is being spread like wildfire, much like the internet boom of the early 2000s. This makes it nearly impossible to identify the next Amazon or Google of the cryptocurrency sector and, even more difficult, to keep them for an extended length of time. It ultimately boils down to diversifying your cryptocurrency investments. Diversification is a fundamental element of effective investing, and it is probably even more vital in the case of cryptocurrencies. The act of investing your money into different cryptocurrencies to reduce risk if one or more projects perform poorly is referred to as crypto portfolio diversification. Many cryptocurrency investors only hold one coin, such as Bitcoin. However, this technique is exceedingly risky because your whole return is now tied on the success or failure of one coin. To make matters more difficult, the success or failure of a coin is determined by an immature market. A market where every coin is battling tooth and nail to win and become the next Amazon success story in the crypto world. Guessing which crypto project would win is not only a risk, but also a mistake as an investment, given that some of these coins have only a few years of experience. So, how can you get started with cryptocurrency in a secure and safe manner? One strategy for gaining exposure to potential winners and increasing your chances of owning the next Bitcoin is to buy in a ready-made bundle of cryptocurrencies. This gives you an equal opportunity to enhance your profits across numerous cryptocurrencies rather than just one, and it increases your chances of catching multiple winners each month if your diversified portfolio is modified monthly to monitor the top assets at the time. Consider that, whereas Bitcoin has increased by plus 255% in the last year, Revix's top 10 bundle, equally weighted across the top 10 cryptos as assessed by market cap, has increased by almost plus 490%. You would have been significantly better off investing in the top 10 bundle than in Bitcoin alone. What's more, because the Revix top 10 bundle is equally weighted rather than market cap weighted, it lends greater weight to the high-performing altcoins mentioned earlier. As a result, when compared to a market cap weighted top 10 index, the Revix bundle outperforms by more than 100% over the course of a year. The value of diversity is a well-researched and acknowledged component of investing, says Sean Sanders, CEO of crypto investment business Revix, which is funded by JSE-listed Savvest. A diverse crypto portfolio will provide you with superior risk-adjusted returns and, in many cases, higher absolute returns over time, regardless of how you slice and dice the data. This has become very clear in the previous year. Diversification is effective in every asset class on the planet. It should come as no surprise that it also works in crypto, Sanders continues. Solana continues to be an investor favorite as global crypto funds receive inflows of $57 million. Solana is a highly functional open-source project that leverages the permissionless nature of blockchain technology to create DeFi solutions. Over the last year, the cryptocurrency has increased by about 5,000%. Global cryptocurrency funds experienced their fourth consecutive week of inflows last week, with cryptocurrency Solana alone attracting $50 million, according to digital asset management coin shares. Due to price appreciation and inflows, Solana's assets under management, AUM, have increased to $97 million, making it the sixth largest investment product. Solana is one of the world's top 10 crypto assets, with a market value of over $50 billion. Solana, according to CoinMarketCap.com, is a highly functional open-source project that leverages the permissionless aspect of blockchain technology to create decentralized finance, DeFi, solutions. Over the last year, the crypto asset has increased by nearly 5,000%, compared to Bitcoin's 350% growth. When Bitcoin fell to a low of $44,196 from a high of $52,849 last week, Solana gained 24% on a weekly basis. Bitcoin funds stayed unchanged during the week, with inflows totaling only $0.2 million, while Ethereum experienced slight outflows of $6.3 million. Bitcoin had its ninth consecutive week of outflows during the week ended the 3rd of September. Investment product volumes have already increased 143% to $3.8 billion from their lows in early July. This increase in volumes and inflows implies that investors are reviving their activity following the seasonal summer doldrums, CoinShares noted in a Medium blog post. Diversification continues to be a trend among investors, with inflows of $3.5 million, $3.2 million, $3.1 million, and $1.7 million into Cardano, multi-asset, Ripple, and Polkadot, respectively. Grayscale, the world's largest digital asset management, maintained its position as the market leader with a total AUM of $41.84 billion, followed by CoinShares at $4.48 billion and 3ic at $2.15 billion. Bitcoin funds were the largest in terms of assets under management, with a combined AUM of $37.22 billion, followed by Ethereum funds with a combined AUM of $14.91 billion and multi-asset funds with a combined AUM of $3.36 billion. We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.